Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tausif Anam. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new live stream. This channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. Every day there are new things to talk about. Every day there are new topics. Every day there are new issues, new questions that pop up in our minds as we pay close attention to the world around us, as we look at what's happening in our country, in our state, in our city, in our neighborhood. There are questions that arise. We look for answers. We look for solutions to public policy challenges. And on this channel, it is my goal to bring to you accurate information about things that are happening around us, about issues, about challenges, about problems. It is my goal to bring to you the truth. In this day and age of social media, there are lots of information floating around. And it is always important for us to find the truth, to search for the truth. And so on this channel, what I try to do is bring to you accurate information, bring to you facts. And then also I present to you my observations, my analysis. And I welcome you all to share your thoughts, your opinions, your comments, and to ask questions. So thanks to all those who have been supporting my channel, those who have been tuning in for my videos, those who have been watching my live streams and participating in the live chat window. And to those who are here for the first time, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe and stay connected. I feel like every day, almost every day, I start my live streams by saying that I've got something very important to discuss, or I have very important things to discuss. That's because every day there are important things to discuss. Between now and election day, there will be a lot of important things to discuss. And beyond election day, regardless of the outcome, beyond election day, there will be lots more to discuss. So if you like the content that I present, if you like my videos, my live streams, if you appreciate my effort to do these live streams every night, I start at around 11 p.m. Central Time, sometimes a few minutes here and there, plus minus. But around 11 p.m. Central Time, I try to do a live stream. Just go back and look at the last couple of months, how many live streams I've done, how many days I have missed. Very few, very few. I've been doing live streams almost every single night, whether it's weekend or weekday. It's because I'm very passionate about the things that I do. I'm very passionate about trying to make this world a better place. And I think you can't do it alone. It has to be a collective effort. And that's why I'm using this platform to spread my message and to connect with other people who feel the same way, regardless of where you live. I'm in Wisconsin. I know there are people from different parts of the country, and even from outside the country who tune in. And so making the world a better place, making the country a better place, making our city, our state a better place, it's a collective effort. And that's why I try to raise awareness. And the first step in trying to raise awareness is to find the truth and to share the facts. And that's what I try to do. So my friends, thank you all for continuing to support my channel. If you like my content, all you have to do It's very simple. It's very simple. You don't have to get up or go anywhere. No difficult actions on your end. All you have to do is hit the like button. Give this video a thumbs up. I always try to set um, some like milestones that I try to reach. I tell people, hey, help me get to 50 likes. Then once you help me get to 50, I say, how about we get to 100? How about 150, 200? Because, the more likes I get, the more people I reach. I've said that a million times, I feel like, because it is the truth. That's how this platform works. A video gets more likes, the more likely it is that the video will appear in front of more people. That's how I can reach a bigger audience. Once again, it's a collective effort. Not a single person, like we alone, no matter how smart we are, how intelligent we are, how powerful we are, you can't do it alone. When we're trying to make the society a better place, when we're trying to fight the difficulties, combat the difficulties that we have, whether it's economic, whether it's border crisis, whatever the issues are, if we are trying to combat the challenges, and if we're trying to make the world a better place, we have to work together. And so I'm trying to grow the size of this community, and I need your help. The more likes, the more thumbs up, the more likely it is that I'll be able to reach a bigger audience. So help me. I need your help. I need your help. I ask for your help. And I hope you'll stay with me and you'll support this channel. So my friends, I have important things to discuss today, but before that, I just want to recognize some of our friends from this community who are already here. I see that there are comments in the live chat window. So let me recognize some of the friends here before I jump into the discussion. Amanda is here. Steve is here. Claudia is here. Paul, Scott, Chris, Gerlina, Freshly, and Miho, and I know there are more. RTJ. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so very much. And I know the names that I've mentioned, most of you are here every night or every other night. You are all here very frequently. So I appreciate that. I feel like I'm not alone. I am not. As I said, this is a collective effort. We love this country. We want to make this country a better place. We have to combat the challenges that are in front of us right now. And we have to achieve peace and prosperity. So thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So my friends, let me get into the discussion. Let's start with New York, right? We need to talk about New York. There's always a lot going on in New York. There can be a separate channel just about New York. If we want to discuss New York issues, there could be a separate channel where a person can just talk about everything that's going on in New York. Okay? I won't go into great details, but I'll highlight some very crucial things about New York, which I think you all should know. Some of you may know this already if you're reading the newspaper, if you're getting your news from the internet, from authentic sources. You may have already seen this, but I'll mention it. A tent shelter, a tent city on Randall's Island will be closing in 4 months. This is the latest information that I have. It's being reported that the migrant tent shelter on Randall's Island in New York will be closing at the end of February. Okay? So, anyone who's thinking, well, let me see. Amanda is asking, New York City is not good news, is it? Well, Amanda, I'll let you judge. once I present the information, and you can let me know what you think. I mean, when I first saw, to be honest with you, when I first heard, oh, Randall's Island, that tent shelter will be closing in 4 months. It's going to close at the end of February. Wow. What does that mean? Does that mean that New York City will no longer be a sanctuary? Does that mean that finally the New York leaders have seen the truth and they have realized that they must not spend taxpayer money on the migrants? Randall's Island is closing. They're closing that tent shelter. Does that mean that finally New York City will be heading in the right direction? Does that mean that New York City will be great once again? Does that mean that the liberals are finally realizing their mistakes and they are ready to accept the reality and try to make things better in New York City? That was my reaction when I saw the news that Randall's Island, that tent shelter on Randall's Island, will be closing. I was like, for that fraction of a second, or for that second, or for that few seconds, those few moments after I read that the tent shelter on Randall's Island will be closing, I was thinking, well, maybe things are now going to get better. Maybe things are going to head in the right direction. Maybe the liberals have finally realized that their policies don't work. And maybe the liberals are now ready to reject sanctuary city policies and embrace America First policies. That's what I thought. That was my initial reaction after I read that the migrant tent city on Randall's Island will be closing. I was thinking maybe New York City will finally say, we don't want any more illegal immigrants. We're going to focus on Americans. That's what I was thinking. But let me tell you, Randall's Island is closing, but there are 14 other New York City intake sites that will remain open. Oh my God. Disappointment, my friends. If for those few moments you had your hopes up and you thought maybe things are finally going to get better in New York City, maybe the New York City liberals are going to reject the sanctuary city policies. Well, guess what? New York continues to be a sanctuary city. They are closing Randall's Island at the end of February, but there are 14 other New York City intake sites that will remain open. Disappointment, disappointment, disappointment. What else can I say? What else can I say? Is there anything else that I can say other than the fact that I continue to be disappointed seeing what's going on in New York City? They're closing Randall's Island, but other intake sites will remain open. More than a dozen. So New York City continues to be a sanctuary city. So I will share with you some more important information. Okay? Please continue to like this video. 16 likes already. Help me get to 50, my friends. I appreciate that. In New York City, more and more free stuff for the migrants. More and more free stuff for the illegal immigrants. Let me tell you what's going on. And you are going to be shocked. You are going to be upset. You are going to be sad. You are going to feel frustrated. And you're going to wonder when will all this craziness come to an end? When will New York City start heading in the right direction? So let me tell you what's going on. Texas Repo is here. Hello. Thank you for being here. Each and every one of you, thank you for being here. Every night, thank you for being here. Um, so I will tell you what's going on in New York, and you are going to be shocked. If you have read the title of this live stream already, then I think you have some idea. Maybe you have a hint about what I'm about to tell you. In New York City, there are more and more and more free stuff for the illegal immigrants. Endless housing for the migrants. Just because they are closing Randall's Island in 4 months, don't think that the problems have come to an end. Reportedly, New York City wants 14,000 hotel rooms to house migrants through next year. I will pause and I will let you digest that information. It's not easy to digest. It causes heartburn, is what it does. I mean, stuff like this, you can't really digest very easily. Okay? But this is the reality. We can't run from the reality. We have to know what's going on in New York City. It's an American city. Once upon a time, it used to be a great city, but that's no longer the case. Now, New York City is in crisis. Why? Because of the liberals, because of the Democrats, and what they have done, the damage that the Democrats have caused in New York City. The city is looking for 14,000 hotel rooms, 14K, 14000, 14,000 hotel rooms to house migrants through next year. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? The sanctuary city continues to spend billions with B, not millions, billions on the migrants. And who's going to pay for these hotel rooms? Who do you think will pay for these hotel rooms? Any idea? Do you want to let me know in the chat window? The city is looking for 14,000 hotel rooms for the migrants. They want to house the migrants. And who is going to pay for these hotel rooms? Do you know? Any idea? John Hathaway wrote, taxpayers. Claudia Greenwood wrote, we are, meaning the taxpayers. That's correct, the taxpayers. Turbo writes the taxpayers. Exactly. The taxpayers are going to be paying for these 14,000 hotel rooms that the city is looking for. Miho writes taxpayers. Exactly. Steve writes the American people. Exactly, Steve. The American people are going to end up paying for these 14,000 hotel rooms that the city is looking for. According to the city's projections, spending on housing for the migrants over the past 2 years, as well as this fiscal year, will surpass $2.3 billion. 2.3 billion with a B. $2.3 billion. Think about that. This is according to the city's projections. Spending on housing for the migrants over the past 2 years, as well as this fiscal year, will surpass $2.3 billion. According to reports, approximately 150 hotels are currently housing migrants. Think about it. I mean, these numbers are so crazy, I almost have to repeat it so that I can believe it myself what's going on. 150 hotels are currently housing migrants, New York City. Do you think that the taxpayers can afford this? Do you think that the taxpayers, can we, the American people, now I'm not a New York City resident, but when I say we, I mean the American people in general, can we afford this? Do you think we can afford this? So, you will be more shocked if I tell you what is being reported as the cost of housing a migrant per night. Any idea? Per night? It is $352 per night. $352 including room rental per night. That's how much it costs to house the migrants. $352 per night. 150 hotels approximately, close to maybe 150. 150 hotels are already housing migrants, and now, as I said, the city is looking for 14,000 hotel rooms to house migrants through next year. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. I told you that you're going to be upset, you're going to be sad, you're going to feel frustrated. It's natural. As an American citizen, I look at all this information and I say, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And let me tell you, on this channel, you go back to November, okay? I started doing live streams in January of 2024. January of 2024 is when I started doing live streams. But even before that, I have been publishing my podcast episodes. I have other videos. Some are small, like maybe 5-minute videos. Some are longer videos. You can go back as far as November. Actually, you can go back as far as, I think, June or July of 2023. And you will find videos of me talking about the crisis, the border crisis. Because the border crisis, this episode that we're going through, this started when Biden and Harris came to power. It's been years now. They came to power in 2021. Now we're approaching the end of 2024. This has been going on for a while. This has been going on for years. And I'm just talking about New York City. But I've talked about Chicago. I've talked about Denver. I've talked about California. And I continue to talk about this. You know, I know some people, who watch my videos here, they say, oh, you're talking about that same thing again. That same thing again. Well, the same thing, that problem continues. It's not like they sealed the border and it's been a year and things are great and I'm still talking about the old problems. No. What I'm telling you, these are the latest updates. The crisis continues. So anyone here who blames me for talking about the border crisis, look at this guy. Once again, he's talking about the same old border problems. He's talking about the migrants and so on and so forth. Oh, we have listened to it 100 times. We're sick and tired. No. What I'm presenting to you is new information. This is new information. That they are closing Randall's Island, but they are keeping open 14 other intake sites, that they are looking for 14,000 hotel rooms. I mean, this is new information because the crisis continues, because the sanctuary city policies continue to live longer and longer. And each day, more and more and more of our tax dollars are being spent on the illegal immigrants. So this problem has been going on for a few years since Biden Harris came to power. But you know what? The intensity is such that our economy is being crushed under the weight of illegal immigration. That's what's happening. I mean, yes, we have had border issues going back decades, okay? But what's special about Trump is that he worked hard every day to solve this problem. He worked hard every day to make sure that our border is secure. He took all the necessary steps to make sure that we have a secure border, we have a physical barrier, we have border patrol agents, we have technology to make sure that we secure the border, we protect our border. That's what's special about Trump, that he tried, he worked hard, and he was successful. But then Biden and Harris came to power, and they opened it up. They opened it up. The border, the southern border, is open to the entire world. And people from all over the world is coming into the United States. People from all over the world, they are coming into the United States through the southern border. Through the southern border. The entire world is coming into the United States through the southern border. And there are problems each and every single day. And New York City, I mean, that happens to be a big attraction for illegal immigrants, right? I mean, it's like, you know, that's the destination for a lot of illegal immigrants. And a lot of illegal immigrants come into the country planning to go to New York, planning to go to Chicago, planning to go to San Francisco, because they look for sanctuary communities. And that's why I believe that sanctuary communities, that the sanctuary city policies must come to an end permanently. There should be no sanctuary cities. Not a single American city should be a sanctuary for illegal immigrants. No. Abolish the sanctuary city policies. No sanctuary cities anymore. That's what I would love to see. Our country is a sanctuary for the American people, for freedom-loving Americans. This is our home. And we cannot keep our front door open. We just can't. Our doors are open and people are coming in. This is our home. Our country is our home. And so we should be able to control who comes in. Would you keep your door open and go to sleep at night with your door wide open? No, you wouldn't. So why is our border open? Our country is our home. Why is our border open? And we have no idea who's coming in. No idea. Where are these people from? What's their history? What's their background? Do they have criminal record? We don't know what kind of diseases do they have. Remember when the Democrats, they imposed all kinds of rules on the American people, mask mandates and social distancing and vaccine mandate and capacity limits at businesses and shutting down businesses, stay-at-home orders, so on and so forth. We all remember what the Democrats did, what kind of policies they imposed on the American people. But look at the southern border. Are the Democrats worried about what kind of diseases these illegal immigrants may be bringing into our country? It's also a public health crisis. It is. We don't know what kind of contagious illnesses the migrants have. We do know that a lot of migrants After they come to the United States, they end up in emergency rooms. They have health issues. They end up in emergency rooms. And the emergency rooms get so busy that Americans who need emergency care, they may go and see, oh, it's a waiting room full of, migrants. And the migrants don't pay their bills. They go get their emergency care because obviously at the emergency department, no one is turned away. So the migrants end up in the emergency. They know the rules. The migrants take advantage of the rules. They know that if they, however minor or major the issue may be, if a migrant, no legal status, can't pay the bills, they go to an emergency room. Maybe it's not a real emergency. Maybe it's something very small. But they end up in the emergency room because that's how they access the healthcare system. They go to the emergency room. They get the care. They get out. They don't pay the bill. Who pays the bill? Previously, I've talked about how much pressure the American healthcare system is facing because of the influx of migrants, because of mass number of people who are ending up in emergency rooms, even for simple things, even for things that are not real emergency, and they are getting the services, they are leaving, not paying the bill. And so a lot of health systems are under tremendous pressure. And what happens if hospitals and health systems, they stop operating? If they say, oh, you know what? We have faced such tremendous losses because of uncompensated care that we provided but we didn't get the payment for. So we're going to shut down this clinic, or we're going to close that hospital location, or we're going to lay off some medical professionals and reduce staff. Who's going to be affected if that happens? The American people. We have an aging population. We need more medical professionals. We need more hospitals. We need more clinics. Because as we have an aging population, demand for healthcare services will increase. More people will need primary care. More people will need specialty care. We need more doctors and nurses and medical assistants, and we need more physician assistants. We need more administrative staff at healthcare facilities. We just need a stronger and stronger healthcare system. But what illegal immigration is doing, when illegal immigrants come in, they access emergency care, they don't pay for the services, and those healthcare facilities, they face losses. They may be compelled, they may be forced to close business. And who gets hurt if that happens? We, the American people. We, the tax-paying American people. We already have lots of challenges in our healthcare sector. Illegal immigration is causing further damage to our healthcare system. And so, going back to what's happening in New York, it is unacceptable. But it's not just New York. There are many other communities, many communities across the country that are facing severe problems because of the influx of illegal immigrants. But why do I talk about New York? Because New York is a sanctuary city. If the leaders wanted, they could have gotten rid of the sanctuary city designation. New York City could start cooperating with ICE. Chicago could start cooperating with ICE. San Francisco could start cooperating with ICE. Don't be a sanctuary city anymore. Start cooperating with ICE, and then let's start deportation. Who likes the idea of deportation? I've talked about these migrant gang members, Tren de Aragua, and I'm going to talk about Tren de Aragua again. So don't go anywhere. But there are lots of reports of illegal immigrants committing crimes. from shoplifting all the way to violent crimes. And so our communities are becoming unsafe because of illegal immigration. And so what needs to happen is all the sanctuary cities, they should stop being sanctuary cities. New York should stop being a sanctuary city. Chicago should stop being a sanctuary city. San Francisco, stop being a sanctuary and start cooperating with ICE, start working with ICE. But you know what? It's not going to happen as long as Biden and Harris are in power. And that's why we need to vote for Donald J. Trump. If we want real solutions, we need to vote for Donald J. Trump. Let me ask you, who do we need to vote for? Would you please let me know? I said the name already. I said it. Would you please repeat? Write the name of the leader who we need to vote for. Will you tell me? Who do we need to vote for, my friends? Trump 2024. Steve writes Trump 2024. Awesome. King writes Don 24. Absolutely, Donald J. Trump. Joseph writes Trump's the only way. Turbo writes Trump 2024. Tracy writes Trump. April writes DJT 2024. That's Donald J. Trump 2024. Absolutely. Lots of people writing Steve and who else? Lots of our friends from the community writing Donald J. Trump. Green writes Trump 2024. Luke writes Trump. Beth writes Trump, Trump, Trump. Claudia Greenwood writes Trump 2024. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friends. We need to vote for Donald J. Trump. Okay? Wow, lots of new viewers. Hey, listen, I'm seeing lots of new names in the live chat. So please tell me if you are here for the first time, if this is the first time that you're watching my videos, would you just write first time? That's all you have to write. First time. I just need to know who's here for the first time. Imad writes first time. You know me. A viewer named You Know Me writes first and last. Okay, first and last. I just asked first time. Don't say last. Please come back. Jennifer writes first time. Thank you, Jennifer. Please subscribe and stay connected. April writes first time. Tracy writes first time. Wonderful. Capri writes first time. That's awesome. Dream Big writes first time. Lex writes first time. Somi writes, it's my first time. Well, welcome, Somi. Welcome others who are here for the first time. I really appreciate that. Now, if you are here for the first time, what you need to do, my friends, what you need to do is subscribe. Subscribe and stay connected. I would appreciate that. You know, I love my friends who are part of this community so much. I wish I could recognize each and every one of you by name individually. I try to do that as much as possible, but when we have hundreds of people here, it's not easy, right? So let's see who else is here. I'm going to get back to the discussion. Give me a little bit of time. I want to recognize the people who are here. Amir writes sixth time. Awesome, Amir. So you've been here you're here for the sixth time. That's okay. C writes second time. Okay, second time. That's great. I'm glad if somebody is coming back. Green Man writes first time. Judy Fortner writes first time. Thank you. Nasir writes first time. Nasir, thank you. Please subscribe, okay? See, I want this, and those who have been watching my channels uh, for weeks or months, they know this already. You know, a lot of the time I'm speaking as I've been doing since I started the live stream, but I also pause and I engage with my friends in the live chat window. So if you want to be part of a channel where there's a lot of interaction, where we get to have a dialogue, where we share thoughts, we learn from each other, we agree, we disagree, and we exercise our freedom of speech, and we interact, well, this is it. This is it, my friends. This is the channel. If you care about the society, if you want to make the world a better place, we need to start talking about the public policy challenges. Because only when we talk about the challenges, only when we recognize what the problems are, only then we can start working on finding solutions. That is what this channel is about. Pam is here, Pam from Eau Claire. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Pam. I appreciate that. Susan writes, first time. That is so awesome. Um, Wonderful. All those who are here for the first time and those who are coming back. Um, my friends, thank you. Jimmy has a funny question. Are you an illegal alien? Jimmy, I am a legal immigrant and a naturalized American citizen. So I'm a US citizen, okay? But thanks, Jimmy, for the question. What else can I say? What else can I say? Not my favorite question, but well, I'm glad you asked so I could answer. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so my friends, what's happening in New York? By the way, before I continue, please help me get to 100 likes. 51 likes already. I need 49 more. And I'm not going to be shy about it. I'm going to ask you. I humbly ask for your support. Help me get 49 more likes. 48. 48 more likes so I can reach 100. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. That's all you can do to support me. You hit the like button for every video that you watch. You're here watching this live stream. Hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe. Subscribe. And a bonus request from me would be, please ask your friends, family members, and your neighbors to also check out my channel. Share my information with people around you, okay? So that would be a bonus request and a bonus help. Thank you, my friends. So I will tell you what's going on in New York. What an amazing city it used to be. What an amazing city New York used to be, and look at New York now. Look at what the Democrats have done to New York. Look at what the liberals have done to New York. Look at what the sanctuary city policies have done to New York. The city is looking for 14,000 hotel rooms. There are already 150 hotels currently housing migrants. You know what that means? That means there are less rooms for tourists. New York, for many people around the world, is an attractive destination, right? People see New York in movies, they see the skyline. So many movies which people watch all over the world, a lot of Hollywood movies are set in New York. So there's this attraction that people have towards New York, no matter where you are. People have a certain attraction towards New York. And so people want to visit New York. But you know what? Let's say you're a tourist and you're visiting New York. An international tourist, a domestic tourist. You're visiting New York. You want to experience the city. You know what? There are less rooms available for tourists. Less rooms available for tourists. You know why? Because the rooms are occupied by the illegal immigrants. The rooms are occupied by the illegal immigrants because the city is housing the illegal immigrants in the hotel rooms, in the hotels. And so if you are a tourist, a domestic tourist from inside the US or an international tourist, you're visiting New York, well, it's now more difficult for you to find a hotel room because the hotel rooms are occupied by the illegal immigrants. Okay? And the illegal immigrants are not paying for those hotels. You know who's paying for the hotels? The American taxpayers. The American taxpayers are paying for the hotels, and the illegal immigrants are just hanging out. They're hanging out. They're enjoying the comfortable bed, the amenities, all the comfort of the hotels in New York. The illegal immigrants are having a great time. Free stuff. I mean, walk into the United States, cross the Rio Grande, cross the southern border, end up in New York, get a free hotel, free food. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what the Democrats are doing to this country. They're giving free stuff to the illegal immigrants while our American veterans are on the streets, homeless, in need of medical care, suffering. Our American veterans are on the streets, not getting the help that they need. And the illegal immigrants, oh, they are having fun. They are having fun in those hotel rooms with all the comfort, watching TV, eating taxpayer-funded food, walking into an emergency department, getting free health care, don't have to pay. That's because of the Biden-Harris administration. I will tell you again, the New York City wants 14,000 hotel rooms to house migrants through next year. This is probably the 5th or the 6th or the 7th or the 10th time that I'm repeating this because I want you to understand that number, 14000, 14,000 hotel rooms in New York that the city is looking for to house the migrants, and that means less rooms for tourists, less rooms for the business travelers. If you're going to New York because you have to attend an important meeting or you have to meet with a client, or maybe you're hoping to sign a new business deal with some other business in New York and you need to go visit New York and do your business there, and you need to spend a night or 2 nights or 3 nights at a hotel. You know what? There are less rooms available for you now in New York. You know why? Because the rooms are taken up, they're occupied by the illegal immigrants. Less room for tourists, less room for business travelers, less rooms for other visitors in general. If you're thinking about going to New York, good luck finding a nice hotel. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable what is happening, what the Democrats have done to this great city. And I'm hoping that things will turn around. I'm hoping that New York will soon have a Republican mayor, New York will soon have a Republican governor, and our country will soon have a Republican president. That's what I'm hoping for. Republican. Vote for Republicans up and down the ballot. Let's see. I'm reading some comments. There are some weird ones, some harsh ones. I'm not going to read those. We have to focus on the productive stuff. Okay. Michael Brown is here. Hello, Michael Brown. Good to see Michael Brown, as always. Michael, thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting this channel. My friends, we are 50 minutes into the live stream. I have a lot more to discuss. So don't go anywhere. But I want you to pause for a little bit. And please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Consider giving this video a thumbs up, okay? A viewer named Tina's writes, we are all immigrants here in the US. Yes, we are. We are all immigrants. I know that. I am an immigrant, but I'm a legal immigrant. We welcome immigrants with open arms. We embrace legal immigration. We oppose illegal immigration. You have to understand the difference. Whenever I highlight the problems that we're facing because of the border crisis, people say, oh, you're an immigrant, or we are all immigrants. Yes, we are. There are people coming in legally. There are people coming in with proper paperwork. They're going through background check. They're going through the paperwork. They're following our nation's immigration laws. They're coming here. They're studying. They're working. They're investing. They're paying taxes. We want legal immigrants, not illegal immigrants. There is a difference, and I feel like I always need to highlight that. There's a difference. Barbecue Pitmaster is here. Wonderful to see you, Barbecue Pitmaster. Barbecue Pitmaster writes, hello, Tassif. And then Trump Vance 2024. What a wonderful message. Listen to Barbecue Pitmaster. You need to vote for Trump Vance 2024. We are already approaching the middle of October. November 5th is coming up fast. And I am hoping and praying that Trump wins. Thank you, Danielle, for your wonderful support. Thank you. So, illegal immigration dampens tourism because people feel less safe, or I should say people feel unsafe about traveling to New York City. So there's permanent damage being done to New York City. So the question is, when will this spending end? All the money that the Democrats are spending on the migrants, they are not spending their own money. They are spending American taxpayer dollars. So the question is, when will this spending end? At the core of this issue is the question, why should American taxpayers pay billions of dollars to house and feed foreign nationals who came into the country illegally, while the citizens of our own country are homeless and don't have food to eat? I mentioned many American families are homeless or at risk of homelessness. Many American veterans are homeless. Many senior citizens are homeless. Many children are living in extreme poverty. So, while our citizens struggle and suffer, why should American taxpayers pay billions of dollars to house and feed illegal immigrants? My friends, since the start of 2022, reportedly more than 200,000 migrants have arrived in New York City. Because illegals love New York City. As soon as illegal immigrants enter the United States, many of them, they want to go to New York City. They want to go to Chicago. They want to go to Denver. They want to go to San Francisco. And New York City, as I said, it's probably the greatest attraction for illegal immigrants. Why? because they know that New York City is a sanctuary city. So I'm going to share with you some good news, okay? Trust me, I'm smiling now. I was sharing with you all the bad news. I was sharing with you all the stuff that, that would make someone upset. And I was upset. I am still upset. Reading what I read, sharing what I just shared, because I talked about crisis, I talked about problems, public safety challenges, our tax dollars being wasted. So these are all things that make people sad and angry and upset, right? And you may be wondering, Tausif, we can't take it anymore. We tune in, we're listening to you, we're sitting here patiently, we're listening to you, and you're sharing you're talking about all the problems, all the crisis, and it seems like everything's like hopeless. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? And you may be wondering, Tausif, we're not going to listen to you anymore, because here we are on a Friday night, and you're just sharing all the negative stuff. You're talking about the problems. You're talking about everything that's wrong, and so we can't take it anymore. We need some good news. We're heading into the weekend, and why are you just telling us things that are making us sad? So Tausif, do you have anything positive to share? My friends, let me share with you some great news. I'm going to share with you some good news. You're going to love it. If you are a freedom-loving American, if you are someone who believes in the rule of law, if you are someone who believes in law and order, okay, you are going to love what I'm about to tell you, okay? I'm going to share with you some positive news, some good stuff, some hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm going to share that with you. Are you ready? Are you ready? You got to say you're ready before I continue. You have to write, I'm ready, or we are ready, or as Liz Brown wrote, let's have it. I want to hear from more of you. William writes ready. Turbo writes yes. Ricky writes ready. Awesome. Mind writes ready. Amanda is saying ready. Okay. Claudia is ready. Turbo is ready. All right. I'm not gonna keep you waiting any longer. Okay. I'm gonna share with you the good news. So, Donald Trump has announced a new plan. He has announced a new plan. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm not going to tell you the news just yet, because there's something I need to do before I share the good news with you. You know what? There's something missing. As you are looking at the screen, I think there's something missing, right? Do you feel like something missing? Is there something missing? Oh, Amanda. Amanda has it. Amanda writes hat, hat, hat. Exactly. I cannot share the good news with you without my hat. So, are you ready for the good news? I think you are. Hit the like button. Give this video a thumbs up, my friends. Donald Trump has announced a new plan. It's called Operation Aurora. And if you don't know about this already, I'm going to give you some information. But what I would recommend is, after you watch my live stream, you go and look at the details, okay, on the internet. Do as much reading on this as you can. Operation Aurora. That is the plan that Donald Trump has announced. This is a program at the federal level that would remove, oh, I love this. This is a plan, this is a program at the federal level that would remove illegal immigrant members of this violent gang, Tren de Aragua. I talked about Tren de Aragua, right? This violent transnational gang, dangerous people. They are causing havoc in our country, especially when you look at Aurora, Colorado. I talked about Aurora, Colorado, right? These gang members taking over apartment buildings, horrible people. Donald Trump has said this program at the federal level that would remove illegal immigrant members of this violent gang, Tren de Aragua. This is great news. This is what we need. And I remember I did tell you about Aurora, Colorado. Tren de Aragua gang members are spreading fear in Aurora, Colorado. They took over apartment buildings, and the people of Colorado, they are living in fear because of Tren de Aragua. The Tren de Aragua, this gang is a violent gang causing havoc. And so during a rally on Friday, a rally held in Aurora, Colorado, Donald Trump proposed Operation Aurora, which is just amazing. And you know what Trump said? Donald Trump said that he is going to make Colorado safe again. Don't you love it? Do you love it? If you love it, just write, make Colorado safe again. I want to see how many people write this in the live chat. Make Colorado safe again. Make Colorado safe again. I'm going to write it. I want you to write it too. Make Colorado safe again. Can I get some comments here? I was so happy when I saw this news. Oh, somebody came up with the short version. MCSA, make Colorado safe again. I love it. Turbo writes, make Colorado safe again. Awesome. Amanda writes, make Colorado safe again. Liz Brown, thank you. Who else? Dingo writes, make Colorado safe again. That's awesome. Tyre writes, make Colorado safe again. Steve writes, make Colorado safe again. Gerlina writes Colorado and then 2 hearts. I love it. I love it. Claudia Greenwood writes, make Colorado safe again. Matthew writes, Trump 2024, baby. Absolutely. Pam writes, make Colorado safe again. That is great. That is wonderful. So, Donald Trump told the people of Aurora, we are going to make you safe and we are going to do it fast. He said that. We're going to do it fast. That is correct. It's about making Colorado safe again, and it's about doing it fast. The American people have suffered for 4 years, not just in Colorado, but all over America. People have suffered. In Colorado, there's tremendous fear among people as violent gang members commit crimes. But we have heard about migrant crimes in Chicago. We've heard about migrant crimes in New York and other places. So the American people are suffering because of illegal immigration. And in Aurora, Colorado, things have gone out of control. You know, in a place like Texas, there are challenges because Texas is a border state, but then you have a great governor like Greg Abbott in Texas, who is a freedom-loving American. He's a fighter, and he's doing everything he can to solve the problems and to keep the people of Texas safe. But in Colorado, you don't have that. In Colorado, there's a left-wing governor like Jared Polis. He's not going to improve things. Jared Polis is not going to take the steps that Greg Abbott is going to take in Texas. Jared Polis is a Biden-Harris ally. Jared Polis doesn't care if illegal immigrants come to Colorado. That governor, that guy, he doesn't care. He's one of the worst governors. And I've said this so many times. So there are some states where things are heading in the right direction only because those states have good governors, like Greg Abbott in Texas, like Kristi Noem in South Dakota, like Glenn Youngkin in Virginia, like Ron DeSantis in Florida. And there are other great governors. But when you look at Colorado, why is Colorado in such crisis? Because Colorado has one of the absolute worst governors that you can have, Jared Polis. Okay? So Donald Trump said that he is going to make Colorado safe again. He's going to do it fast. Well, as I said, people have already suffered for 4 years. And in Colorado, there's tremendous fear among people because of Tren de Aragua committing all these crimes. And so people need a solution, and they need it fast. Time matters. Timing is important. And you can be certain that on day one, Trump is going to start taking action. Trump is someone who takes swift action. He's going to make sure that things are done on time. And so when Trump says he's going to make Colorado safe again, I believe him. When Trump says that he's going to do it fast, I believe him. I believe him. That's why, my friends, I'm wearing this hat that says Make America Great Again. Do you love my hat? I've asked this question before, but the reason I'm asking it again, because I know there are lots of new viewers. Lots of new viewers here. And so I want to hear from those who have seen my hat before, as well as those who are here for the first time. Do you love this hat? Don writes, yes, I like the hat. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Dingo writes, love the hat. Steve writes, I love your hat. Your hat is awesome. Great. That is wonderful. Claudia Greenwood writes, Make America Great Again. I love it. Gerlina writes, the hat is now iconic. It is. It is. Awesome. Michael Brown also likes the hat. Thank you, Michael. So Michael is saying would love the hat in black. So Michael, are you talking about the hat that Elon Musk was wearing at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania? The black version? Is that what you're talking about? I don't have that, but I really want one. I'm going to have to look for it. Heidi Smith is here. Heidi writes, love the hat. Thank you. Nathan writes, I like the white hat. Okay. Michael Brown says yes. All right. I'm going to look for that black version that Elon Musk wore. You know, there are a couple of different versions. This hat comes in different colors. So I'll try to find some, I'll try to find the black one that Elon had. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Lots of comments coming in. I can't even keep up with the live chat. Thank you. 85 likes on this video. How about I get 15 more? How about 15 more? How about 14 more? It's now 86. I want to get to 100. And there were times when I got to 200 and beyond. And I know that's possible. There are many viewers who are watching right now. You want to support this channel. Hit the like button. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done so already. It is important that you subscribe. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to take a little break here. Just a few seconds. I have a lot more to discuss. As I said, great news, light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. because of Operation Aurora. More than 9,000 viewers have tuned in to watch so far tonight. Right now, 161 people are watching, but so far, in the last 1 hour, 10 minutes, more than 9,000 viewers have watched this live stream. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say, like this video, subscribe so I can reach more people. Okay? So, please help this channel grow by liking and by subscribing. All right. So, Amanda writes, what poll are you asking tonight? Amanda, I didn't come up with a poll question. But hey, I got one. Hold on. I just came up with a question. Let's see. Okay, I have a very interesting poll question. Okay, do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA? Yes or no? Start poll. Do you... Where's the question? Did I not post it? Okay, here. Do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA? Amanda, you wanted a poll? I came up with a poll question. Let's see what people say. Question: do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA? That's a good question, right? See, I said I'm going to share something that you're going to like. This Operation Aurora, I was so happy when I read about it. I was so happy. And let's see who supports this. 50 votes already. Wow. In what, a minute or so, 50 votes already. This is amazing. This is amazing. 51 votes. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, okay? Vote. Light says, I like your hat. Thank you. Amanda likes it. I see that. Okay. So as I was saying, Trump said that he's going to make Colorado safe again, and he is going to do it fast. Because Trump believes in swift action. Timing is important, and I'm very confident on day one in office, if Trump is elected president again, day one in office, Trump is going to start taking action. He's someone who takes swift action to make sure that things get done on time. Donald Trump said that he will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. He said that he will have Operation Aurora to expedite the removals of savage gang members. His administration will target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operation on American soil. That is awesome. His administration will target and dismantle every migrant criminal network operation on American soil. And Donald Trump also said that if he is elected president, then the federal government would send elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there is not a single one left in this country. That is what Trump said. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to vote for Donald J. Trump. Trump also said that if those people, if those bad guys, they come back into our country, they will be told that it is an automatic 10-year sentence in jail with no possibility of parole. My friends, this is awesome. This is why we need Donald Trump. As my hat says, make America great again. This is why we need Donald J. Trump. My friends, I am confident that Trump is definitely going to take strong action and swift action. Let's see. I'm reading all these comments. The comments move fast. By the time I'm reading one comment, the next one pops up. So, okay. Claudia Greenwood, thank you always for your support. Turbo writes, all the trolls commenting at once. Okay. Well, you know, I always have some hope. So I'm hoping all those who are here to troll and to disrupt this live stream, maybe, just maybe, as they listen to the facts that I present, maybe maybe their minds will change and they'll realize the truth. You know, I have a lot of hope. By the way, more than 10,600 people have watched this live stream tonight. More than 10,600. Thank you all for your support. I have more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. I still have a lot of energy left. I know it's Friday night. Well, it's actually Saturday morning, but you know, I have a lot of energy. So let's keep going, my friends. Hold on. I'm going to change my screen here. Okay, let's see. Okay, how many people voted in the poll? 118 votes already. The question is, do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA? 122 votes in, 69 people have said yes. So overwhelming support for Donald J. Trump. Overwhelming support. Okay. So, my friends, Trump also talked about the death penalty. He also said that he would call for the death penalty for any migrant who kills an American citizen or an American law enforcement officer. Trump is known for making promises and fulfilling the promises that he makes. I think we all know that. When Trump makes a promise, he fulfills that promise. And I am glad to see that Trump is making promises about how he is going to address this illegal immigration problem and the violent migrant gang crimes. I'm glad to see that Trump is making promises that he is going to take strong action, because I know that he will fulfill the promises that he is making. So, my friends, do we want to see Trump make Colorado safe again? Do we want to see Trump make Colorado safe again? Do we want to see Trump make America safe again? If your answer is yes, then vote for Trump 2024. Trump 2024. Claudia Greenwood writes, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, Claudia. All right. So let's see. Wow, 202 people watching. 103 likes. So I've reached that milestone for this live stream. 103 likes. That's awesome. That is so wonderful. Uh, help me get to 150. I still have a lot to talk about. Maybe you'll help me get to 150. That is possible, my friends. Let's go there. By the way, I need 200 subscribers to get to 5,000. I'm getting so close to 5,000. That would be a nice milestone. I set these milestones. I say, help me get to 4,500, help me get to 4,700. But really, 5,000 would be a very nice milestone for a channel that has been receiving such overwhelming support from freedom-loving Americans, my friends. So, and people from outside the country also supporting this channel, tuning in. Those who have been watching my videos, I've had viewers from South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, England, I think Philippines and India and Bangladesh and other countries. So I appreciate my friends, and Canada, obviously from Canada, our neighboring country. So help me get to 5,000 subscribers. I need 200. I need 200 subscribers to get to 5,000. Now, maybe I won't get there tonight. It is possible, but it all depends on how much support you are willing to give me. If I can get 200 more subscribers, I'll reach 5,000, which will be a wonderful milestone. Wonderful milestone. Okay? I may not get there tonight. That's okay. But please help me get there. Help me spread my message. Help me reach more people. A viewer named The Art of Today writes, I subscribed just now, right? I just subscribed, my brother. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I am going to talk to you about something very important. I talked about what's happening in New York City. I've talked about Operation Aurora and what Trump is planning to do if he's elected president. And then now I'm going to go to Virginia, because there's something about Virginia that you need to know. That you need to know. Liz writes, I just subscribed. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so very much. Name writes, I subscribed, everybody. Okay, well, thanks. Okay. My friends, on August 7th, Governor Glenn Youngkin. By the way, do you like Glenn Youngkin? Who likes Glenn Youngkin? I like Glenn Youngkin. I'm going to write that so you can trust me. Like, you may be wondering, Tausif, you are saying that you like Glenn Youngkin because he's a great governor, but hey, you know what? We need that in writing. We need that in writing. You're saying it, I'm listening to it, but I need it in writing. So, I like Governor Glenn Youngkin. I wrote that. Now you know that I truly appreciate Governor Glenn Youngkin. Of Virginia, he's a great governor. Okay? So, anyone from Virginia here? Anyone here from who's from Virginia? Johnny writes, I like Glenn Youngkin. Yes, he's a great governor. Anyone from Virginia? If you are from Virginia, write, I'm from Virginia. I want to see who's here from Virginia, because what I'm about to tell you pertains to Virginia, and this is something very important. Philly writes, I'm from near Virginia. Okay, near Virginia is good too. Mimosa says, I'm from Virginia. Okay. Justin writes Virginia, born and raised. Awesome. All right, so let me get to Nina writes Virginia here. Awesome. Okay, so there are viewers from Virginia. So I'm going to share with you what's happening in Virginia. This is important. You need to know this. Everyone needs to know this. If you're watching from Virginia, you need to know this. And anyone from anywhere in the country, you would need to know this because this is important. On August 7th, Governor Glenn Youngkin signed an executive order. It's executive order number 35. And that executive order focuses on ensuring election integrity, right? We all want free and fair election. And Governor Glenn Youngkin, solid conservative, solid Republican, he's an absolute star. Governor Glenn Youngkin, back in August, he signed an executive order, which is executive order number 35, focused on ensuring election integrity. And Governor Glenn Youngkin said, these are his words that I'm going to read to you, okay? He said, we verify the legal presence and identity of voters using DMV data and other trusted data sources to update our voter rolls daily, not only adding new voters, but scrubbing the lists to remove those that should not be on it, like the deceased, individuals that have moved, and non-citizens that have accidentally or maliciously attempted to register. These are his words. So he is trying his best to make sure that the election is free and fair in Virginia. And then, here's what happened. The U.S. Department of Justice is suing Virginia. The U.S. Department of Justice is suing Virginia. The DOJ, the Department of Justice, is alleging that Virginia removed non-citizens from its voter rolls too close to Election Day. Can you believe that? The U.S. Department of Justice is saying that Virginia removed non-citizens from its voter rolls too close to Election Day. This is just unbelievable. So you've got Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia. He's trying to make sure that the elections are free and fair. He's trying to take the steps necessary to ensure election integrity in Virginia. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to make sure that the elections can be held properly in Virginia. And what is the U.S. Department of Justice doing? The U.S. Department of Justice is suing Virginia. The DOJ is alleging that Virginia removed non-citizens from its voter rolls too close to Election Day. This is unbelievable. So I'm going to read to you some information that I've gathered regarding this matter, okay? Wow, 278 people watching. This is awesome. This is awesome, my friends. Help me reach more people. Thank you for your support. 263 watching. The more you like, the more viewers I can reach. So thank you. 127 likes already. Thank you so very much. Okay, so this complaint from the U.S. Department of Justice, this says that Virginia's Board of Elections and the Virginia Commissioner of Elections violated the National Voter Registration Act. This is the allegation that the Department of Justice has, that the Virginia Board of Elections and the Virginia Commissioner of Elections violated the National Voter Registration Act. So this act It's called NVRA. So this NVRA mandates that states must complete their maintenance program no later than 90 days before an election under a clause known as the quiet period provision. So this is all complicated legal stuff. All right? So this NVRA, the National Voter Registration Act, it mandates that states must complete their maintenance program no later than 90 days before an election under a clause known as the quiet period provision. And so the Department of Justice has an allegation, and the Department of Justice is saying that Governor Youngkin has violated the National Voter Registration Act when he announced the executive order, when he implemented the executive order which required the election commissioner to regularly update the state's voter lists to remove individuals who have been identified as non-citizens, and those that had not responded to a request to verify their citizenship in 14 days. So here's Governor Youngkin trying to do the right thing, trying to do what a governor should do, what a leader should do, and the U.S. Department of Justice doesn't like it. It's unbelievable. Heidi Smith writes, unbelievable. Exactly, Heidi. That's how I feel. I mean, you've got a governor. I mean, a state would be very fortunate to have a governor like Glenn Youngkin. Okay, a state would be very fortunate to have a governor like Glenn Youngkin. I mean, these governors, Greg Abbott, Ron DeSantis, Glenn Youngkin, and Kristi Noem, they are such amazing governors. And this governor, Glenn Youngkin, in Virginia, I mean, I remember when he won that election, what an amazing victory it was. What an amazing victory it was when Glenn Youngkin won the election in Virginia. And since becoming the governor, he's working hard. And this Executive Order 35, which focuses on election integrity, this is such an important step. This is such a great thing. What is the governor trying to do? He's trying to make sure that non-citizens are not able to vote, because non-citizens cannot vote. Election is only for U.S. citizens. Only for U.S. citizens. And he's trying to make sure that there are enough safety measures in place to make sure that non-citizens are not able to vote, that they're not able to accidentally or maliciously attempt to register to vote. So Glenn Youngkin is doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing. And the U.S. Department of Justice, they just decide to sue Virginia. I mean, this is unbelievable. Reportedly, under Glenn Youngkin's executive order, Virginia has removed 6,303 individuals. So yeah, reportedly, under Glenn Youngkin's executive order, Virginia has removed 6,303 individuals, okay? The U.S. Department of Justice just decide to sue Virginia. This is just unbelievable. So Governor Glenn Youngkin, obviously, he had a comment, he had a statement. So what did Glenn Youngkin post on X, formerly known as Twitter? By the way, I have to take a sip of tea. After 1 hour and 34 minutes, my tea is definitely cold. But it still helps, okay? The caffeine does help. Wow, 256 viewers watching. This is awesome. My friends, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would appreciate that, okay? Please subscribe. Um, so Glenn Youngkin, he he published a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, right? I mean, I always have to say that because I still refer to it as Twitter, and whenever there's a post on X, I refer to it as a tweet. But I think it's going to take me a while to get used to saying X. It's not Twitter, it's X. Anyway, Governor Youngkin had a post on X, and I'm going to read the post to you, okay? He said, with less than 30 days until the election, the Biden-Harris Department of Justice. See what he did? See what he did? He said the Biden-Harris Department of Justice, not the U.S. Department of Justice, right? I mean, the actual agency name is the United States Department of Justice. But because a lot of the departments are now politicized, so Governor Youngkin referred to the U.S. Department of Justice as the Biden-Harris Department of Justice. So, because you know how, when you look at the different departments now, with Biden and Harris in power, you see how the different departments have become politicized, right? I mean, a lot of the departments have lost their neutrality. Lots of politics in how the business of the government is conducted. And so anyway, I'm going to read the post that Glenn Youngkin had on X, okay? With less than 30 days until the election, the Biden-Harris Department of Justice is filing an unprecedented lawsuit against me and the Commonwealth of Virginia for appropriately enforcing a 2006 law to remove non-citizens from the voter rolls. Virginians and Americans will see this for exactly what it is, a desperate attempt to attack the legitimacy of the elections in the Commonwealth, the very crucible of American democracy. So, some solid words coming from Governor Glenn Youngkin. And I think when he said the Biden-Harris Department of Justice instead of the United States Department of Justice, that basically summed up the whole thing. That this is a political move from the Department of Justice. This is just, a political action. All right, because here's Governor Youngkin working hard, trying to make sure that the elections in Virginia are free and fair. He's trying to ensure election integrity. And here's the Biden-Harris Department of Justice that decides to sue Virginia. So we're going to have to pay attention to this. There'll be more updates in the days ahead. But really, we are less than 30 days away from the election. And this is the most important election of our lifetime. It really is. It really is the most important election of our lifetime, my friends. I'm pretty sure that Glenn Youngkin will respond through legal action. He definitely is one of the best governors, and I'm very confident that Glenn Youngkin will take swift action to ensure election integrity. All right, my friends, let me see if you have any questions or any comments, anything you want to add, anything you want to say, anything you want to express. Let me see. Also, I'm going to check and see how many people have voted. In less than 30 minutes, more than 360 people have voted. The question is, Do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from the USA? 70% have said yes. My vote is also yes, because yes, 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 I support Donald Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from the United States of America. Let me see some comments. By the way, there's a viewer here named Rajat. You can see there's a comment in foreign language, right? So you can see a comment written in foreign letters. That's actually Bengali. That's actually Bengali. And the viewer named Rajat, he's asking me a question in Bengali. And obviously I can read it because Bengali is my first language. He's asking me a question which I will translate to you. So Rajat is asking me, Bengali is the language that people speak in Bangladesh. And because I'm originally from Bangladesh, obviously I speak Bengali, which is my first language. So Rajat is asking, and I'm not going to read it in Bengali because, most people will probably not understand if you are English speaking. But I'm going to translate it. So Rajat is asking, since when do I support Donald Trump? Since when do I support Donald Trump? Okay. So the answer is Donald Trump, he entered politics in 2015. He decided, he announced his candidacy for president in 2015. Remember that? Remember Donald Trump announcing that he's running for president in 2015? I have been supporting Donald Trump since 2015. Okay? So that's the year. 2015 is when Trump announced for the first time that he's running for president. And I have been a strong supporter of Donald Trump since 2015. In fact, in 2015, in December, my mom and I, we went to Chicago. We visited Chicago. I remember that clearly. It was a beautiful day. And in December, it was a beautiful day. Usually in December, we get a lot of snow. But I remember that day when we went to Chicago in December of 2015. We were in front of the Trump Hotel in Chicago. My mother has a picture in front of the Trump Hotel, and she posted that on social media endorsing Donald Trump, okay? So that picture of her in front of the Trump Hotel, she posted that on her social media page endorsing Donald Trump. So, Rajat, I hope you have the answer that you're looking for. Rajat, who asked since when, he asked in Bengali, obviously I'm translating, since when do I support Trump? So I support Trump since 2015, since the year he announced his candidacy for president, okay? And any more questions? Let's see, any more questions? Well, lots of questions coming in. A lot of those are not very meaningful. A lot of opposition. I see a lot of people opposing me. That's okay. Hey, listen. The more you oppose me, the stronger I become. Okay? I mean, you have to understand that. The more you oppose me, and you can come up with a mathematical equation for that if you're good in math. Okay? The more you oppose me, the stronger I become. You have to understand that. So keep opposing me. That's fine. Because you know what? There's another calculation that you have to understand. The more opposition there are, the more people oppose me, a greater number of people support me. Okay, if the opposition increases, the support increases even more. And I hope you understand it. I mean, do you want to see how many people, hold on. Do you want to see how many people support this channel? Let's see. We're going to write Trump 2024. If you support Trump, if you support freedom of speech, if you support this channel, if you are a freedom-loving American, please write Trump 2024. See, you're going to see Trump 2024 or MAGA. You can write MAGA too. See, Jake wrote Trump 2024. Monthly wrote Trump 2024. Nate wrote Trump 2024. Asian American 113 wrote Trump 2024. Name wrote freedom of speech. Okay, freedom of speech. That's great too. Absolutely. You know, here we are exercising our freedom of speech. Absolutely. Danielle wrote Trump 2024. That's awesome. Jay wrote Trump. Vance wrote MAGA forever. Miho wrote Trump 2024. KP Nation wrote MAGA. Laurice wrote Trump 2024. See, Claudia Greenwood wrote Trump 2024. Luke wrote MAGA. That is awesome. See, William wrote Trump 2024. That's what I'm talking about. So no matter how strongly people oppose me, no matter how strongly people oppose Trump, no matter how strongly people oppose the Republicans, the support for Trump will grow even more. The momentum for Donald Trump will grow even more. The support for this channel will grow even more. 164 likes. I know we can get to 200 if you support me. I know we can get to 200. Claudia wrote, we are here together. Absolutely we are. Absolutely. A viewer writes, amen, brother, Trump 2024. So, Edward, someone's giving me thumbs down. Hey, don't give me thumbs down. Give me thumbs up. I got 168 thumbs up already. I know we can get to 200. It is possible. Hey, listen, we are freedom-loving people, which is why here we are. We started this live stream on a Friday night. Now we are into Saturday morning, at least in the Central Time Zone, definitely in the Eastern Time Zone. You know, in the Mountain Time Zone also, you're getting close to midnight. So it's going to be Saturday morning soon. And here we are talking about things that matter. Rather than watching a movie, rather than hanging out at a bar, rather than, you know, relaxing, lying down and sleeping, rather than, you know, I mean, there are so many things you can do on a Friday night and over the weekend. But here we are talking about things that matter, talking about the future of our country, talking about how we can address the challenges that we face, how we can fix the economy, how we can fix the border, how we can solve the crime problems. Here we are. You know why we are here on a Friday night and into Saturday morning? Because we care about our constitutional rights and our freedom. We care about this country. We care about this world. This election is not only important for the United States. This election is important for the entire world. You know why? Because our international allies depend on us. We have relationship with different countries around the world. We have allies, and we need to work together. When America is strong, our allies are strong. When our allies are strong, we are strong. So, my friends, we need a leader, a strong leader in the White House, so that we can have a strong America, so that we can have strong relationship with our international allies, so that we can promote peace and prosperity in the country and around the world. My friends, the United States is the global leader. And together with our allies, we can make this world a better place. Think about the years when Trump was in office. There were no new wars. When Trump was in the White House, there were no new wars. And look at what happened in the last 4 years since Joe Biden came to power, close to 4 years. Look at all the unrest, the military conflict, and just, a lot of people fear that we may be heading towards World War III. And sometimes it seems like we are, this close to World War III. And we don't want a World War III. We want peace. And Trump is the leader who can promote peace, who can make America peaceful, and who can promote peace around the world. We need a strong leader in the White House to have peace around the world. So all the conflict, all the military conflict, all the unrest, social unrest, political unrest that you see in different parts of the world, why are so many problems taking place? A big reason is that we don't have a strong leader in the White House. A viewer writes, "Thank you for speaking up." Thank you, my friends. If you like what I'm saying, or even if you disagree with me, but you understand the importance of having dialogue, you understand the importance of sharing information, of having a debate, a constructive argument, please subscribe and stay connected. Subscribe and stay connected, my friends. A viewer writes, "Do you have any personality besides politics?" Yes, I do have personality besides politics. Hold on, I'm looking for a book. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. I'm going to look for a book here. Since you asked that question, I don't know if I have that book here. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. So what I was going to show is I have self-published 2 books of poems. So anyone who wonders, do I have any personality besides politics? Politics is something that I always have in my mind. It's always there. But I have written 2 books of poems which I've self-published. Okay? One is called "She Has Surrendered to Slumber." The other is called "Neptune's Dusk." Okay? So if you go on the internet and you look for those books, you're going to find those books. And what I can also do is, hold on, I'm going to share a link. I'm going to share a link with you, okay? Give me 1 second. I thought I had that book somewhere here, a copy of that, but I can't find it now. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to share with you, like I do a lot of creative writing, okay? I do a lot of creative writing. So I write poems, I write short stories. I've written many short stories. I also have an unpublished manuscript, a novel that I have written that has not been published yet. Okay, hopefully I'll get that published soon. But here's what I'm going to do. If you want to check out my books, follow this link, okay? I published these books a long time ago. All right, I think the first one was maybe 2008 or 9. I can't remember. It was around 2009, 10. Um, so if you want to check out my books, you can. I shared the link. I have also pinned at the top of the chat box. I've pinned the link so you can go click on it. So yes, I do a lot of different things besides politics. I write a lot. Obviously, I write about social and political issues, which is part of politics. But I write poems. As I said, I have a manuscript which is unpublished. I will hopefully get it published someday soon. Novel. I enjoy listening to music. I read a lot of books. You know, when you see me looking this way, what am I looking for? I've got lots of books. I've got 2 shelves full of books, and I thought that I have a copy of my own book somewhere here. I definitely have it in the other room, but I thought I have a copy here, but I can't find it now, which is okay. I've shared the link with you. But I read a lot. I read novels. I read short stories. I read, books written by political figures, governors and senators and other political figures who write books. I read those books, and yeah, um, yeah. I enjoy. Hold on, I may have shown this. I enjoy Hemingway. I enjoy reading Hemingway. What other books I have? This is a really good book that I love. I've shown this before, Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Kadzia. I love this book. And there are lots of other books. Hold on. Bertrand Russell, philosophical essays. I read Bertrand Russell. Do you like Bertrand Russell? I read Bertrand Russell. Hold on. I love John Keats. Okay. I love John Keats. Okay, selected poems. John Keats. I love John Keats' poem. John Keats died when he was very young. Actually, he was in his 20s. I think late 20s, maybe 27 or 28, when he passed away. And he had a very short life, but the poems that he wrote during his lifetime, it's just amazing. There's so much to learn. And if you ask me what's my favorite poem from John Keats, really, I mean, there are many, but Ode on a Grecian Urn, read that. Ode on a Grecian Urn. Absolutely love it. What else? Hold on. One of my favorites, Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. Do you like Mrs. Dalloway? Really amazing book. You can tell that I love literature. I really do. I love politics. I love literature. I have lots and lots of other books. Lots and lots of other books. So really, let's see who's here. Rajat is writing, say the name of that last book. Mrs. Dalloway is the name of the book. The writer is Virginia Woolf. You got to read this. I mean, just the first few pages, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you have book recommendations, you can let me know. All right? You can let me know. Let's see. Here, modern poems. Okay, I mean, you can tell that I love poetry. I absolutely love poetry. Okay. And then more. Hold on. See, I mean, these are all books that I have within my reach. Okay. Oh, Rajat wrote Tennyson. I love Tennyson. Absolutely love Tennyson. Hold on. I have Tennyson right here. Rajat, you mentioned Tennyson. Look what I got. See, Tennyson. Selected poetry. I absolutely love Tennyson. Especially there's a poem by Tennyson. It's called Crossing the Bar. Okay, Crossing the Bar. Read Crossing the Bar by Tennyson. Okay, Lord Tennyson, love it. I have lots of books. I have John Keats. Yes, I mentioned John Keats. Tennyson, love Tennyson, absolutely. Lord Tennyson, one of the best, absolute best, no doubt about that. I have lots of history books here. I have a book on Eisenhower. I have Bill O'Reilly's books on Lincoln, on Kennedy, on England. Wow, 193 likes. I know I can get to 200 with your help. Okay. By the way, my friends, if I get 19 more subscriptions, I will be at 4,900. Can you help me get 19 more subscriptions? Can you help me get 19 more? Maybe 20 more? That'd be great. Let's see. So I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are writing comments here recommending books. If I missed reading your comment, I apologize. But, after the live stream, I am able to come back, and go through the comments again. So if you have book recommendations, let me know. By the way, let me just mention another way. If you have book recommendations, if you want to recommend a book for me to read, just email it to me. My email address, I'm going to pin that up here. It is tausif@tausifanam.net. My email address, tausif@tausifanam.net. If you want to recommend a book, just send me an email. I have lots of books on Greek and Roman mythology. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you one thing. I love literature, all kinds. I like poetry, I like prose, but there's a certain power that fairy tales have. There's a certain power in fairy tales. And look, Hans Christian Andersen, Stories and Tales. If you have not read Hans Christian Andersen, Stories and Tales, you got to read it. Truly amazing, Hans Christian Andersen. Let me see what other books I have. I have Charles Dickens right here. Multiple Charles Dickens books. I have Jack London. Lots, really lots. I have Bengali literature books here. Bengali literature. Rajat writes, Hans I read as a child. Yeah, Hans Christian Andersen, truly amazing. Uh, 200 likes. See, I told you that we can get there. I told you we can get there with your support. 201 now. That is so wonderful. I was asking for 19 more subscriptions, right? Now I need 10 more to get to 4,900. I know we can get there. 4,900. I would love to get to 5,000, but that may not be possible tonight. I don't know. Danielle, always good that you're here. Danielle writes, Patriots for Trump. Absolutely. Let me see. Am I missing any comment? I see Heidi Smith here. Heidi, did I miss any of your comments? I'm sorry if I have. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Jim is here. Hi, Jim. Good to see you, Jim. All right. Who did I miss? Bia writes, Women for Trump. I love that. Freedom-loving Americans for Trump. So Powerpuff is writing, go back to India. Is that addressed to me? Powerpuff, you're single. Powerpuff, I'm not from India. I'm not from India, Powerpuff. Okay, I'm silent because I'm reading your comments. Any questions for me? Any questions for me, my friends? Any book recommendation? Email me, please. I know some of my friends from this community have emailed me. I haven't been able to respond to everyone, but I will do it over the weekend just because it's been so busy. It's been such a busy few weeks. I need to catch up and respond to some of the emails and messages that I have that I've received. Let's see. Bea writes, thank you for all that you're doing. Well, thank you all for your support. Thank you so very much. I'm truly blessed to have so much of support and so much of love and really overwhelming support and words of encouragement that I receive. I truly appreciate that. So thank you. Thanks to each and every one of you for the encouragement. Okay. And I know there are people here who don't like my viewpoints, or they don't like me, or they don't like Trump. To those people, I would just say, I hope and pray that one day you'll see the truth. You'll see the truth and you'll support Trump. Okay. I'm hoping and praying for that. More than 700 votes so far tonight, my friends. The question is, do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from the USA? 67% said yes. That means support for Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA. Wow, you have helped me reach 4,900. 4,900 subscriber milestone. Isn't that wonderful, my friends? I am less than 100 subscribers away from reaching 5,000. That truly, truly is amazing. That truly is amazing. You know, I know we can get there. I know we can. I know we can. The more this channel grows, the stronger our voices will be. Dingo writes, good job, Tassif. Thank you. Thank you so very much. A viewer writes, take that hat off. Why should I? You don't like my hat? Amanda is still here. Amanda, thank you for your support. Gerlina writes, nearly 5,000. That's great. Gerlina, I am so excited. And you know what? I know it is possible. I know it is possible. We can get to 5,000 if everyone who's watching would subscribe. We can get there, but I don't know if I'll get like 95 or so more subscribers tonight. A viewer writes, you can get 5 millions. 5 million subscribers? Really? Can I get there? I don't know. That'd be awesome. A viewer writes, that a Trump hat? That is a Trump hat. That is a Trump hat. It says, make America great again. Very simple message, but very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. You have to understand the meaning of these words. Make America great again. Powerful words. Powerful words. Turbo writes, Trump 2024. So, you know, those who are here for the first time, you may be wondering, like, how does this guy, Tassif, that's his name, how does this guy go on for so long doing a live stream? I mean, how many live streams do you see that are more than 2 hours long? I've even crossed the 3-hour time mark. I have. You know why? Because the encouragement that I get from my viewers, that encouragement keeps me going. Okay? Because I care about this country. Because I know that there are freedom-loving people who are here watching, who are part of this community. And I understand that we are united. We may be in different places, people from different states tuning in, but we are united because we all love the United States of America. And so every time I start these live streams, I feel, you know, unity. I feel the power of being united. And that just keeps me going. Like 2 hours and 14 minutes went by just like that. 2 hours and 14 minutes went by. And I'm still here. I'm still going on, and there are many viewers who tuned in at the very start of my live stream. They are still here. How do we get so much of energy? How do we get so much of strength? Because we love our country. Okay? Because we know it's important to discuss the issues that matter. Because we understand the importance of spreading the truth, of sharing the facts. And William writes caffeine. Caffeine does help, William. Caffeine does help. Although my green tea is almost gone. I just have maybe one sip left here. Now the cup is empty. Okay, I still have water here. I've got my ice mountain. I've got my glass for water. I have that. But my caffeine's gone. Heidi Smith writes, it's all about the facts, MAGA. Absolutely, Heidi. And Heidi, I must tell you, Heidi, how much you've been supporting my channel, Heidi. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Jay is putting U.S. flags and hearts. Thank you, Jay. Haider Ali writes, stop yelling. Who are you referring to, Haider Ali? I can't tell. Who's yelling? I'm not yelling. Am I yelling? I don't yell. Claudia writes, always enjoy this time with you. Thank you, Claudia. I really enjoy being here. And you know, I feel a strong bond, you know, this bond that we have, you know. We are all patriots. We are all patriots. Danielle writes, make America safe again. Absolutely. So Haider Ali writes, you. I'm not yelling, Haider Ali. You're wrong. If you think I'm yelling, you can just turn the volume down, okay? Or maybe take the earphones out. Whatever. I'm not yelling. By the way, any idea how many electoral college votes Trump may get this time? Any idea? You need 270 to win, right? How many do you think that Donald Trump is going to get? One Texas Miner writes 300, okay. Raised writes close to 300, okay. Dingo writes yes, 270. Who now writes 300 plus. Jim writes 326. Okay, I'm gonna see how many electoral college votes Trump got in 2016. In 2016, Donald Trump got 304 electoral college votes. Do you think that Trump's gonna get more than 304 electoral college votes this time? Hold on, I'm gonna change some screens here. Just give me a little bit of time. My computer's acting slow now. Maybe I have too many tabs open here. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna try to do a little prediction here. It's hard to predict, but we'll still talk about. Hold on. Just give me 1 second, all right? going to change the screen so I can look at the complete map, and then we'll try to figure out what states Trump will win. Hold on one second. Sorry for the delay. My computer's slow for whatever reason. Okay. Stay here with me. Don't go anywhere, friends. I'm not leaving yet. By the way, 79 more likes, 79 more subscriptions, and I can get to 5,000. If you want, we can get there. Okay, so in 2016, Donald Trump got 304 electoral votes. He won Wisconsin, he won Michigan, he won Pennsylvania, he won North Carolina, he won Georgia, he won Arizona also. Nevada, he did not. Okay, so now let's look at the possibilities here for 2024, okay? 2024 electoral map. Stay with me. We're going to do some analysis. So stay here. And sorry, at this hour, my computer is running slow, really slow. All right. So 2024, let's say, do you think Trump's going to win Wisconsin? Let me just ask you that first. Do you think Trump's going to win Wisconsin? One Texas miner writes, this time he'll take Nevada. Okay, so let me assume, okay, let's start with Nevada first. If he wins Nevada, and would you say he wins Wisconsin? Okay, Amanda writes Wisconsin for Trump. Okay, let me put Wisconsin in red. How about Michigan? Do you think he's going to win Michigan? One Texas miner writes he'll definitely take North Carolina. Okay, I'm going to get to North Carolina, but Michigan, yes. Claudia writes yes. Gloria writes yes. Okay, let's assume that Trump wins Michigan. Okay. Do you think he's going to win Pennsylvania? That's the biggest prize of the night. Do you think he'll win Pennsylvania? Pamela writes yes. Is he going to win Pennsylvania? Ariosto writes yes. Nathan writes yeah for sure. Okay. Gloria writes yes. Opera writes yes. I am the noise opera. Okay. That's the screen name. Claudia writes yes. Okay. Danielle writes yes. Okay, so my friends, my eyes are going to be on Pennsylvania because that is going to be, with 19 electoral college votes, it's going to be the biggest prize on election night. Whoever wins Pennsylvania, that person's, it's a big prize. So, okay, let's assume that Trump wins Pennsylvania. Okay, if Trump wins Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, and Pennsylvania, then he's going to be at 285. Wow. You need 270 to win, right? He's going to be at 285. Let's say Trump also wins Arizona. Do you think he's going to win Arizona? What about Arizona? Just write Arizona yes or no. If you think he's going to win Arizona, write Arizona yes or Arizona no. Inquisitive writes yep. Okay. Opera writes yes, Arizona. That's great. Gloria writes Arizona, yes. Romeo writes yes. Jazz writes yes. Pamela writes yes. Bia writes yes. Okay, I see lots of yes. Ishan writes definitely Arizona. Awesome. So let's assume that Trump wins Arizona. He's going to be at 296. And we still have not counted Georgia. I mean, 296 still doesn't include Georgia. It does not include Georgia. He's going to win Georgia, right? You think Trump's going to win Georgia? Let me know. He should win Georgia, right? By the way, don't forget to subscribe, my friends. That's how you support this channel. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We are continuing our discussion. We are approaching 2 hour 30 minutes, almost 2 hour 30 minutes, and the discussion is ongoing. So please support this channel by subscribing. So Georgia, people are saying yes, right? Turbo writes definitely yes for Georgia. Danielle writes absolutely red state. Bia writes Georgia for Trump. A lot of viewers are saying Georgia. See, Georgia, I think Trump's going to win Georgia. You know why? Because Donald Trump and Brian Kemp, Governor Brian Kemp, have reconciled. For the last few years, there was tension between Brian Kemp, who's the governor of Georgia, and Donald Trump. After 2020, things kind of changed, and there was tension between the two of them. We know that. You know, they have, you know, you can, I'm not going to go into the excuse me. I'm not going to go into the details, but you know that. Trump said some things about Brian Kemp, and Brian Kemp also expressed his feelings and sentiments, and there was tension between Brian Kemp and Donald Trump. But the Republicans, we have been talking about unity. We have been focusing on unity, right? We have been focusing on unity, and we have been saying for a long time that the Republicans must unite. We need to be unified. We need to be united. And I'm glad to see that whatever tension there was between Donald Trump and Brian Kemp, they have put it aside. They appeared together. Remember, Trump recently visited Georgia, and you know, it was after the hurricane, and Brian Kemp and Donald Trump appeared together. That was such a great sign. You know, the two leaders, Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, and Donald Trump, the soon-to-be president of the United States, former president, obviously, and soon-to-be president, they appeared together. And that really energized a lot of Republicans, because Republicans, you know, the Republican strategists, the activists, the volunteers, the Republican supporters, the donors, the voters, they want to see unity. And so when they saw that Donald Trump and Brian Kemp appearing together, that really, you know, gave people a lot of hope that yes, we can win. So if Brian Kemp and Donald Trump, they stay together as you know, Republican partners, as freedom-loving Americans, as two great leaders, I think Trump is going to win Georgia. So let's put Georgia in Trump's basket. That means Trump's going to be at 312 electoral college votes. So what did I say last time? How many votes did Trump get? 2016 electoral college? How many electoral college votes did Trump get in 2016? He got 304. And now I'm saying 312 because I've also included Nevada, right? So if you include Nevada, it's 312, which is really awesome. Hold on, my screen just There's an ad that popped up on the screen. So hold on. I gotta remove this. Okay, let's see. All right, so 2024, if we add Nevada, 6 electoral college votes, um, then Trump is at 312, which would be really awesome. 312 electoral college votes. If Trump wins Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, obviously North Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada. Okay, then Trump's going to win 312 electoral college votes. That is going to be wonderful. Do you think that's the number we can get to? I mean, Trump needs 270. If we get to 312, it's going to be a bigger victory than 2016. One Texas minor writes, did you include North Carolina? Yes, I did include North Carolina. I did include North Carolina. I'm assuming North Carolina is going to be red. Now, I know people out there are saying North Carolina is a battleground state. I have discussed North Carolina on this channel also. But I really think North Carolina is going to be in Trump's basket, okay? So it's going to be in the basket of electoral college votes that Trump's going to win. So let's see, hold on. Okay, so 312. Okay, now Colorado, what do you think about Colorado? Now, Trump had a rally in Colorado, right? Trump had a rally in Colorado. Trump spent time in Colorado. Do you think Trump can win Colorado? After everything that the people of Colorado went through and still going through because of Democrat policies, Tren de Aragua, violent transnational gang committing crimes in Colorado, migrants flooding Colorado, migrants getting taxpayer-funded benefits in Colorado. After going through all that pain and suffering because of Democrat policies, I think there are many voters who are going to be voting for Trump in Colorado. Can Trump win Colorado? Now, my friends, you have to understand one thing, and I'm sure many of you understand this, that each and every hour, each and every day between now and election day is important. So, Trump is going to have to make sound decisions about where he's going to spend time, where he's going to campaign. Okay, every hour matters. So if Colorado is a blue state, why did Trump spend time in Colorado? Because Trump knows something about Colorado. I think Trump has information. We hear about the polls that the different organizations do, universities and news networks. They do these polls, they publish the results, but there's something called internal poll. Campaigns have their internal polls. They have their experts running polls in different states. And so I think that Trump knows something about Colorado. Maybe Trump has information that he can win Colorado, which is why I think Trump spent time campaigning in Aurora, Colorado. So I think it is quite possible that Trump may win Colorado. I think it is possible. I want to hear your thoughts, okay? Stacy writes, easy win in Colorado. Okay. Uh, Gloria writes, because he knows he will win Colorado. I think there are no guarantees, but I think Trump may win Colorado. I think that is quite possible. So let's say that Trump wins Colorado. Okay, should I put Colorado in Trump's basket? 312 vote prediction right now, electoral college votes, with Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. If you think that Trump's going to win Colorado, let me know. Charlie writes, yes, he will win Colorado. All right. So let me put Colorado in Trump's basket, okay? Then you add 10 more electoral college votes. If Trump wins Colorado, then Trump is at 322. 322. Okay, one Texas miner says, I don't think so. All right, okay. So, no, I understand that because, Colorado, maybe I don't know the exact numbers, but maybe Colorado is so blue that even if a lot of people switch their votes from Democrat to Republican, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be a big enough population to make a difference that the entire statewide result goes in Trump's favor? That's the question. I mean, I am certain that many Democrat voters in Colorado, people who voted for Biden in 2020, many of those voters will very likely now vote for Trump after all the crisis that they have seen in Colorado because of Democrat policies. But is that shift going to be big enough to flip the state in Trump's favor? That's the question. Right? So if we assume that Trump wins Colorado, then Trump's going to get 322 electoral college votes. If Trump doesn't win Colorado, he's still going to get 312 electoral college votes, okay? So, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. But I am hopeful that Trump's going to win Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania and North Carolina and Georgia and Arizona. If he wins all of these, he will be at 306. And in 2020, he was at 304. So even without Nevada, if he wins Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, then Trump's going to be at 306. So if he gets to 306, it's going to be a bigger victory than what he experienced in 2016. But then we can add Nevada. Nevada may go in favor of Trump, and then it'll be 312. He needs 270. So it seems that Trump is in good shape. I think so. I think he's going to win. But we have to make sure, obviously, that the elections are fair. That is what is most important. The elections have to be free and fair, which is why, going back to Virginia, what Glenn Youngkin is trying to do, the governor of Virginia, he's trying to make sure that there's election integrity. Election integrity, that is so important. That is so important. But then, as we know, the U.S. Department of Justice, or you can call it the Biden-Harris Department of Justice, is suing Virginia, which is really sad. So, my friends, there's going to be a lot more to talk about. By the way, anyone here who has not subscribed, would you please subscribe and stay connected? Subscribe and stay connected, my friends. I'm just a few subscriptions away from reaching 5,000. Really, I don't know if I'm gonna get there today. Everyone who's watching me now, if you all subscribe, we can get to 5,000 very easily. I am at 4,943. I need 57 more subscriptions. 57 more. Okay? I don't know if we can get there tonight. But 57 more to get to 5,000. Like really this close. It's been such an amazing journey so far. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started. Okay? We're just getting started. There'll be so much to discuss. A lot to talk about. And as always, my friends, you can, if you have topics that you would like me to discuss, you can send me an email anytime. Anytime, send me an email. Now I'm at 4,949 subscriptions. I need like 51 more. Let's see. You know, you can tell I'm very eager to get to 5,000 because it'll be such a nice milestone. If you want to email me, you can, my email address is at the top of the chat box, right? It's tosif@tosifanam.net. You can email me. Jazz is writing, let's go, y'all. Let's get him over 5,000. I never... So here's what I'll tell you. I would say let's get us over 5,000. Because this channel is our community. Okay? I may be the one on camera speaking. I may be the one whose voice people can hear. But you all are a part of this community. So I would say not help me reach that 5,000 mark. Let's all help each other. Let us all get to that 5,000 mark, right? Because this is a community. This is our community, my friends. So let's get to 5. Once again, I don't know if we're going to get there tonight. We can. It's not that I just need 50 more subscriptions. Okay. But anyway, if we don't get there tonight, that's okay. We can get there next time. Okay, my friends. Wow, time has flown. 2 hours and 43 minutes. 2 hours and 43 minutes into this live stream. This is so amazing. So amazing. I'm reading the comments. Jay writes MAGA. Absolutely. Jazz writes, stay online more, bro. Well, I can stay online. I can stay online. I don't look sleepy, do I? I don't look sleepy. Trust me, the caffeine worked really well. Although it's green tea. I don't know if green tea has more caffeine or less caffeine. I had green tea, but it seems that the caffeine worked pretty well. A viewer writes, are you Indian? I am not Indian. I am originally from Bangladesh, and I'm a naturalized American citizen. So I am an American. I was born in Bangladesh, Bangladeshi by birth, but I'm a naturalized American citizen. Ishan writes, less caffeine. So green tea has less caffeine. Yeah. So I am not an Indian. There are many Indian viewers who probably watch this. I have friends from India, but I am not an Indian. I'm originally from Bangladesh, but now I'm a proud American citizen, naturalized US citizen, and I'm very proud of that. So, my friends, I am going to conclude this live stream. But before I do that, let me end the poll. I asked a poll question So I'm going to close the poll. More than 1,000 people have voted in the poll. So I'm going to close the poll and I will report the results. And then I will end this this live stream, okay? It's gonna take me a few minutes, so I'm not leaving immediately because I have not ended the poll yet. If you have not voted in the poll yet, please do so, my friends. Okay, so the poll question is, do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA? The choices are yes and no. I'm going to end the poll now. Claudia Greenwood writes Trump 2024. Danielle writes Patriots for Trump. Absolutely. Okay, I'm ending the poll here. 1,038 votes, I think. Okay. And 65% said yes. 34% said no. So the question is, do you support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from the USA? More than 1,000 people voted. 65% said yes, 34% said no. So 65% of those who responded said that they support Trump's Operation Aurora that would remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA. So my friends, if you want to see Operation Aurora become reality, then you have to vote for Donald J. Trump. Vote for Donald J. Trump. Trump has made promises. He has fulfilled promises in the past, and he's making promises again. And I know he's going to fulfill these promises also. So Trump is going to launch Operation Aurora to remove illegal immigrant gang members from USA. But for that to happen, Trump has to be elected president. So vote for Trump. My friends, before concluding this, let's say Trump 2024. Trump 2024, my friends. Thank you so very much, okay? I appreciate all of your support. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I truly appreciate that, my friends. I always say that I'm truly grateful to all of you for the overwhelming love and support and encouragement that I get from all of you. So thank you, my friends. I'm going to end this live stream now, but I will be back. So stay tuned. Subscribe so you can stay connected. When you subscribe, hopefully you'll get notifications, right? Maybe you have to turn on the notification, or maybe you just subscribe. I don't know. Subscribe so that you can get my videos, okay? And my live stream. So please stay connected. Tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your neighbors about this channel and help me reach a bigger audience. So my friends, thank you so very much. Trump 2024, as my hat says, make America great again. With that, have a good night, and I'll be back again. So thank you. Thank you so very much, my friends. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.